All right, we've been talking about them for years, the elusive electric car, and in July the New Zealand public will be able to try them for the first time.
Yes, and with petrol at record prices, what better time for our reporter Lucas de Jong to get behind the wheel and test it out.
It's automatic, it's envirotastic, it runs on lightning. Well, not lightning, but electricity. Introducing the Mitsubishi i-MiEV, New Zealand's first publicly available, fully electric car.
We are absolutely looking at the future of sustainable motoring right here today. The reason these vehicles will be the future is because the growing concerns about environmental emissions, CO2. Electric vehicles are fantastic for New Zealand in that there's no drive time emissions, so use of the car produces no emissions.
So I decided to put it to the test and cruise Wellington's inner city streets. On the outside it screams electric enviro car, but on the inside it's business as usual.
Basically this is a normal car. It's got all your normal safety features, 4-star safety rating, ABS brakes, stability control, everything you'd expect in a normal car.
The i-MiEV leaves petrol in the Stone Age. It takes 7.5 hours to charge, and on a normal power bill that'll cost you about $5. From that you get about 160k.
Well, the first thing you'll notice about this car is the noise. In the end, there's actually none of it. It's completely silent, and that means when you drive away, you hear nothing.
There are currently 8 of these cars in action around Wellington in a special trial period, one of which belongs to Wellington's Green Mayor, Celia Wade-Brown.
It doesn't produce any local emissions, any particulates, so it's really pleasant for people who are walking or shopping in our city. Secondly, of course, the price of electricity versus the price of petrol is going to be changing.
When it comes to charging these up, it's not as easy as just plugging it into the nearest shop. You need one of these, and it's a specialised little power outlet that can be installed at home by a Sparky. The only difference is it's got a bit of an extended earth. Then all you do is get this cord out of the boot. One end goes in that side, one end goes in that side, and you're charging.
The i-MiEV suits zippy city living, but loses out on the open road. If you use up the battery, you have to first find a plug and then charge it up for 7 hours. Not ideal on a road trip.
Now, I know what you're thinking. What happens if I run out of fuel? Well, it's simple. The car has a 3-step system to making sure that never happens. The first of which, of course, a simple fuel gauge, just like any old normal car, except this time it means electricity. The second system it has in place is a large red flashing light. If it gets down to 2 bars, then that'll come on. And if you still haven't realised yet that the power's about to go out, the final step is called turtle mode, in which case the car will slow right down. It won't be able to go over 30 k's an hour, and it will give you about 10 kilometres left to get home.
In July, a limited number will be available to the general public for just under $60,000. In the end, though, this is the future, and what a cheap, silent and oddly shaped future it's going to be.
Nice. Interesting today, I think it was the European Commission has put out a paper saying they want to see European cities be free of petrol and diesel-powered cars by 2050. I mean, it sounds like a long way away. It is a fairly long way away. But it's an interesting goal. So that you would presumably have only foot traffic or electric cars, trains, those sorts of things.
I'm hoping for some magic carpet kind of cars, the cars that float.
Yeah, what happened to those?
Yeah.
They had them in the Jetsons and stuff.
They were awesome. Up next, we're going to look at Kiwi builders and home DIYers.